From the makers of Cat Physics, we bring you Draw a Life Biology. So a long time ago, as you can tell from the clock that Emma, one of our artistes, is drawing, we started with dinosaurs and different things that aren't here now. However, after a while, things started to change. As you can tell, the setting changes. That's ice. And that's trees? I have no idea. And a mammoth. And the Ice Age came, and because of evolution, they had to change and adapt to their environment. Woolly mammoths had longer fur so they could stay warmer. And I mean, that has to happen, you know. Not everything can stay the same. And with that, you have natural selection, which is a type of Darwinism. And with natural selection, it weeds out the genes that are needed. It gives you the best possible animals that can survive in the environment that is held. And as said before, it's because of evolution. We have to evolve to adapt to our environments. However, this did not happen overnight. This was a gradual process over millions and millions of years that took place from not dinosaurs, the Jurassic era to now. We are still going through evolution and going through natural selection of how making us to be the best possible we could be. As you can tell, it takes a long time. An example of evolution that has happened over the years is what Emma is about to draw. And I can't tell if that's a teddy bear or an owl. Like, maybe? I don't know. It's an owl for this purpose. And probably years ago, they could see better. With bigger eyes, you get to see better at night. And, well, whatever that strange animal is. And she's writing it down. But sometimes, not just having one type of adaptation can help. Sometimes you need different types of adaptations, multiple adaptations. These type of adaptations help them maybe, what do I try to camouflage into their environment. As you can tell from there, she's no markings equals no effect. I have no idea what that means. Don't ask me. And with that comes natural selection. As I said before, it is taking out the genes that are not used and are not helping the animal in their environment that they are in. It helps them by saying that the most adaptable will be the one who survives, because they will be able to have bigger eyes as the owl is up there. They will be able to see in the dark. They will be able to get the most prey and survive longer than the birds that have smaller eyes and live in the night. So they won't be able to see as much. And I guess she's making it into a bat now because of the ears or the eyes. And these animals will survive better against most humans who, while they are bigger and stronger and probably smarter, they don't have the tools to adapt to their environment that they are in. Another part of evolution is fossil records. With the animals dying off, and we get to see what they were like when they were alive. And as you can tell, Emma is drawing a wonderful fern fossil, and well, we can get DNA from it. And one of the most important things that they have on there is carbon. The carbon in there lets them know how long they've been there, and they all have carbon. It doesn't matter, because all humans and animals and anything organic has to have a carbon oxygen. And now we are on to another part of biology, and evolution, the vestigial structures that our body has taken out. Vestigial structures are structures that we do not need, and they're not always organs like your appendix or your gallbladder. I don't think your really gallbladder does anything, but they're also structures like the hip bone and wisdom teeth are not. And now we are on to our 6 kingdoms: Animalia, Plantae, Bacteria, Fungi, Protista, and Archaea. Which we just found out that Bacteria and Archaea are now one, so just ignore that. So a few examples of each of the kingdoms. For Animalia is humans, of course. Plantae, lily. Bacteria, Streptococcus, which is strep throat bacteria. Fungi, mushrooms, which I don't know why she put a smiley face. She's allergic to them. Protista, Euglena, which is a single-celled organism. And Archaea, Plasma, whatever. I don't know. It's weird. And with all this, evolution that's been going on, as we've stated before, animals have made different type of adaptations. Raccoons now know how to take off trash can lids to dig for food. Before, they would just, scavenge for food. But because of everything that's happened, of human interaction, they've learned how to look for food in areas that are easier to find food. So as Emma's writing down, learned by adaptation. Caused by human interaction, because humans really have messed up what animals were here first for. And now on to biomes, wonderful biomes, which are the different types of environments that are all over the world. There's tundra, temperate rainforest, desert, tropical rainforest, taiga, and grassland. The typical type of plants there in the tundra are they bloom short and are short in stature because it's cold. Temperate rainforest, they have broad leaves. And I guess that says nice bark. I don't know. In desert, they have no leaves due to the fact that it's really hot during the day and really cold during the night. In the tropical rainforest, they have big leaves to catch the water and to get as much sunlight as possible. And I don't know. And they have the canopies level. Tropical rainforest, in my opinion, is probably the prettiest biome that they have. The taiga, they have waxy coats trying to keep as much water inward, and needle-like, what are those things? Leaves. Needle-like leaves. And the grassland, they have, like the prairies in, middle America. They have tall, flexible, thin leaves because they're lots of wind. And now on to the different cells. There's the animal cell and the plant cell. There are two different types. They have two different types of characteristics. The biggest thing about the animal cell is that it has just a cell membrane with a nucleus, as she is drawing in there. Centrioles, mitochondria, and while they have vacuoles, they don't have vacuoles as big as the plant cell. And that is rough ER due to the fact there's ribosomes on it, and I don't know what that is. I don't know, it's just a random thing, and we need ribosomes also. And that is the black dots on the animal cell are the ribosomes, which have an important part in the cell. But the most important part in the plant cell is the fact that it has a cell wall on the outside, which keeps the structure in a set position. They have a vacuole, but it's much larger due to the fact they need to keep more water in it. And they have chloroplast and chlorophyll to have the green pigment show into it. And that's what she's drawing right there. Another important part that the plant cell does is photosynthesis, which, since plants are autotrophic, which means that they make their own food, they photosynthesize, which is part of the cytoplasm in there, and it takes carbon dioxide and water and rearranges it to make glucose, which is C6H12O6. And cellular respiration is basically the opposite of that. It takes glucose and oxygen and makes carbon dioxide and water. It has many different types of cycles that go into it, such as the Krebs/Kelvin cycle, and outcomes of it: oxygen,